let's get into it. Let's start up.
Sorry I didn't kiss you.
Look, this is a more of a somber episode. I'm stepping on stage. First of all, I just want to give a quick shout out to myself. Good job, Atreyu, for having the show, having your own pod. You just kind of did it. You had the thought and you just did it. Before anything can come into this reality, it must be imaginary. So I dream and I dream every day. I dream of more. I dream of the man that I want to be, the person. Look, first of all, new episodes every day. New episodes every day. New episodes daily. Make sure you know that. But I'm currently this episode, it's sacrifice. It's a sacrifice. But we'll get into the sacrifice. We'll get into the sacrifice. Actually, we'll get into the sacrifice right now. I'm sacrificing my left arm for evil. Look, every week on Saturday, I have my tattoo appointment. I have a weekly tattoo appointment. I got a full sleeve coming in. The geometrics, it's nice. You go ahead and look on my Instagram at just King Trey if you want to see. I'm funny on there too. I'm funny on there, and then I also post, the imagery, the pictorials, if you may, on that correlate to the pod. I'm sacrificing my left arm for evil, and each week I do it bit by bit. You can't do it all at once. You can't obtain that much power at once. Something cannot be created from nothing, and nothing cannot create something. It's a law of equivalent exchange. I must sacrifice my left arm for evil. So I go to my weekly sessions. I endure the pain. I endure the process of the brainstorm, the idea, the thought of more, the dream. I'm indulging in a dream when I go to my session. When we're mapping it out and we lay it out, we go on dreams, because the more you dream, the more you reach, the more you get. And I'm gonna reach every time. That's what this arm is. That's what it signifies. This arm signifies my soul. It's a lot. There's a lot going on. So I'm gonna say it's chaotic. It's beautiful. It's intricate. It's interesting. It's just fascinating. Look, or I guess here, as I said, hear ye. Hear ye. I must sacrifice my left arm for evil to obtain the power that I need. To become the man that I fear, I must sacrifice my left arm for evil. And I say this in a metaphorical sense. I say this in a way where I let go of the man that I used to be, the person that I chose to be. Every day you choose to be the person you were. Every day you choose to be the person you are. If you don't like the person you were yesterday, you can change. If you didn't like not having a podcast yesterday, you can change. If you don't like how you disrespected someone, you can change. If you don't like how you handle a situation, you can change. It's all trial. It's all something that changed my life. A saying that changed my life, and I've never forgot it. This was 8 years ago. Listen here. People judge others based on actions, but they judge themselves based on their intentions. Did you hear that? Listen. People judge others based on their actions, but they judge themselves in accordance to their intentions. Never attribute to malice what you can attribute to ignorance. It's everyone's first time living. It's everyone's first time living this life. It doesn't necessarily, in every instance, it's not your first time doing something, but it's your first time living. Maybe it's not your first time rebuilding the engine. Maybe it's not your first time skydiving. Maybe it's not your first time drinking. But maybe it's your first. It's the first time in this life that you're drinking at this age with these people at this time. Because every day you get a little bit, you get older. You are right now the youngest you will ever be again, and simultaneously you are also the oldest you currently. Every day you choose to be the person you were yesterday. I'm sacrificing my left arm for evil. I look at my arm and I see all this ink. So my sister said, "You're not sacrificing. How are you? How is it a sacrifice? It seems like an upgrade because it's a metaphorical sacrifice. I mean, the sacrifice I'm enduring it's a pain. I wouldn't say it's like people say it's painful. I wouldn't say it's that painful. I would say it's more so uncomfortable. Some areas have a bit more nerve endings. I got my belly randomly tatted. I went in for my arm, came out with my belly. Look on IG for that. It's Naruto. It's a seal. It's the 9-tailed seal. Look, hear ye. I must sacrifice my left arm for evil to become the man that I fear, to become the man that I know. The ambitions I have set forth in this life, the change it. Look, hear ye. In a world that's so disjointed, I talked a bit about this the other day. When we talk about a disjointed world and a world that's so connected, look at Instagram, look at TikTok, look at Snapchat, look at all the social media. It's never been so readily available. It's never been so easy to reach one another. But yet, physically, in this real realm that we reside in, we are so disconnected. Disconnected from one another, disconnected from reality in your own bubble, in your own world of a choice that's to your own creation. Example. Back in the day, if I wanted sugar, I'd go to my neighbor. They'd go to, I need a little bit of sugar. And this neighbor, can I get a little bit? Can I get a little bit of sugar, neighbor? Neighbor say, yeah, man. Yeah, just go down there by the gully bank and go ahead and just broth up a thing, man. Just go broth up a thing. And you say, yeah. And you just go, you zimmy. You just go catch a little vibe. You got your sugar and you say, I didn't gotta pay for it. Now, what do people do? If they don't have sugar, they go to Uber Eats. I'm not sponsored. Yeah, but you know who I am sponsored by? Costco. Costco, please sponsor me. I love you, Costco. Every episode we got a Costco segment. We gotta get sponsored. We gotta get sponsored by Costco and Chia. And Spirulina, but that one's later down. The Spirulina sponsorship's gonna go crazy. I'm the first person in history to discover Chia. I'm the first person in all of Samaria to discover Chia. I'm healthy now. Yo, I crack myself up. I have too much fun in this life because I'm my best friend. And that's what makes me crazy. That's what makes me unhinged. I'll always encourage myself. I'll always say do it. You could always reach for more. I grew up with a Jamaican mother. And not much to say about that. Well, I guess everything to say about that, but not much to say. My Jamaican mother, she always said, shoot for the skies. You shoot. What is it? Shoot for the moon. Shoot for the moon, and if you fail, if you fall, you still land amongst the stars. And she meant that with everything, literally. She meant that with everything. No matter what you did, you could always do more. And I in a way, I resented her for that. It made this already difficult life more difficult. I knew, even when I thought I've reached the top of Mount Everest, even when I got my electrical engineering degree and I did my co-op and I established myself and I've done all these things. I've studied psychology, I've studied physics, I've countless hobbies in social or physical, practical. I roller skate, roller blade. I drive on the first one, and she still said it's not enough. It's still not enough. There's still more, and I wondered what more could there be, and then it clicked. It clicked for me. It was an autumn summer day. How it's autumn and summer. It was an autumn summer day. I'm reaching to the clouds. Now I want you to know I used to be short. They used to call me Short Kevin Hart. They used to call me Short Kevin Hart, which was messed up, because he's already short. And you gotta be short Kevin Hart. Alright. But they call me Short Kevin Hart. So when I was short, on my driver's license it still says I'm 5'5". I'm 6'1" now. I'm 6'1". Now I touch the ceiling with ease. But back in the day I couldn't touch the ceiling. I would just look at it. I would try to jump. But I shot up. I became the man that I am today. I became the person that I am today. And as a byproduct, I'm able to touch that ceiling. I can touch that ceiling as much as I please. It's easy for me now, in a sense. It's almost effortless. And so when you could touch the ceiling, when you could touch the sky, without even trying, without effort, it's not exciting no more. It's not enticing. It becomes boring, mundane, lackluster. It takes the fun away. It takes the soul from it. So you lie there. You lie. And I was lying. I was lying down looking at the clouds, because if you can touch them, if you can see them and you know you could touch them, then I'll just look. And then whenever I want, I'll reach out. The thing is, you just gotta keep reaching. No matter how many times you touch the clouds, at some point you're gonna break through the clouds. And when you break through the clouds, you'll be even higher, and you realize, wait. I am my environment. I am what I confine myself to be. So if I don't confine myself, if I don't have any limits on how well I can do, if that I touch the clouds already, if I always could reach for more, if I can always be a better if I can always be a better person than I was yesterday, if I can always try a little bit more, and you don't try a little bit more every day and stack. It's just trying a little bit every day, trying a little bit every single day. Some days you take a day off, you take a half day, you're like, okay, all right, I'm kind of gonna rot here. At some point you gotta pick yourself up. The girl the other day asked, she said, Trey, I'm having motivation issues. How do you do it? And I'm like, motivation issues? Well, I mean, usually when I have motivation issues, I just wait. That's the thing, because if you identify this already as an issue, as a problem, if you say I have motivation issues, then how long can you sit around? How long can you do nothing, dreaming of something? How many times will you let this thought, this idea of more consume you, ravage your mind, torment you? How long? How long? So if you tell me you have motivation issues, I say it's okay in due time. Wait. wait a bit. Wait, genuinely. You wait. At some point, it won't be immediate. It's not instant. But if you're already on track and you want to do better for yourself, why would you not do better for yourself? Eventually, because eventually, if you keep saying, I want water, I want water, and eventually you're gonna get that water. Your body's gonna say, okay, I'm gonna get water. I need the water, or you'll die. Then you don't have the motivation issues. Either way, every day is an opportunity. So when I say I'm sacrificing my left arm for evil, I'm sacrificing my left arm for power. A power that I cannot obtain normally. The power that a mere mortal does not possess. The dreams and ambitions that I have set forth, the ideas that plague me constantly, the dreams, my delusions of grandeur, if you may. To be I'm just thinking about it. It sends shivers down my spinal. To be the man I have to be the man I must sacrifice my left arm for a greater power I cannot obtain normally. To set forth and fabricate a world unbeknownst to man, to incur a change unbeknownst to all, to set forth an era on my lonesome. I must acquire enough power. So I sacrifice my left arm for evil. I sacrifice my left arm so I can become a man that I fear. A man that will be able to get the job done by any means necessary. Look, I'm just a guy. Look, I'm just a guy with the same 24 hours who watched a bit too much anime. I'm just a guy. I'm just a guy. I'm a guy who likes to dream. I'm a guy who likes to talk. I'm a guy who likes to explore. I'm a guy who adores the world and all that it has to offer. It takes all sorts of people in this world. It takes all types of environments, all types of situations. It takes everything and anything. This world isn't made from simple bricks all made at the same factory. This world are jagged random pieces. So they're random. You're instead of you think this world is built brick by brick with some mortar and some tenant. No, brother, man, it's not that clean. You got one brick, then you got a teddy bear on top of a water bottle, and that water bottle got a watermelon in the crevice. Brother, man, when you understand that this world isn't as concrete and cement, and you see, hear ye, and when you see what this world can be, when you create it, when you live in a world of your own creation, when you sculpt and understand the power that you have, this is a pivotal moment. This is a pivotal moment right here, because this is when you understand and take your freedom. Look, the world can be as sweet as you want it to be, and it's so sweet to me I'm gonna catch diabetes. It's so sweet I'm about to catch diabetes. Do you do you brother, man, I tell you, I look at failure. I look at my suffering as a testament to my resolve. It's been tested, tried and true, regardless, so many times. But do you know the consistency? Could you fathom the one thing that is always there, that the one variable that always repeats, the one repeating variable? It's me. It's you. It's you. Earlier this year, I was talking to my mother, and I was saying, you gotta give God thanks for the strength, and for elevating you and bringing you up. And I was talking, and I said, you know what though? But I attribute and I give these things to the Lord. And I say, God bless and all that, because it's the universe. It's the universe. We are in the universe. We are part of the universe. So it is all a byproduct of the universe. So it's never wrong to say that. It's never. But I said, I also have to give myself credit, because if every time I start at the bottom, if the first time I start at the bottom, then I make my way to the top. The first time I start and I know nothing. I did electrical engineering. I didn't even know. And I came from auto. I said I wanted to be an auto mechanic, change life dreams, start some electrical, all math. I did it. Oh, it's one of the hardest engineering. Oh my gosh, what are you doing? Isn't that hard? Isn't that difficult? Look, I want to do it. You gotta realize you can only do things. You can only force yourself to do things you want to do. And I know what I wanted to do. I know what I wanted to be, who I want to be, a direction. And don't get me wrong, I don't know exactly to a T, but I knew what I didn't want to be. I knew the direction I wanted to go, so I took a step. The journey of 1,000 miles begins with the first step. Begins with the first step, and that first step becomes so difficult when you look at the 1,000 miles. When you look at the 1,000 miles, holy, that's why you take it 1 mile at a time. You take it 1 day at a time. That's all it is. That's all it is. Every day is an opportunity to be better than the person you were yesterday. And I'm trying. I'm trying really hard. It's not easy. No one said it was going to be easy. That's kind of what makes it fun. Do you want everything to come easy without problem, without backlash, without any conflict? Wouldn't it, at some point, it would feel meaningless? If you could have anything you want, then nothing has value. Look, I'm gonna sacrifice my left arm for evil. I'm sacrificing my left arm so I could become the dream that I seek. I say this all the time. I say this all the time. I do not imagine myself as a man. I do not imagine myself as a mortal. What I am, first of all, this body that holds me is not who I am. I am a thought. I'm a consciousness. But then beyond that consciousness, what builds me? What would that consciousness yearn for? What are you? What are your thoughts? You are your thoughts. You are your environment. You are what you strive to be. Well, who do you imagine yourself to be? I imagine myself as a thought. Let me rephrase it. I imagine myself, when I think of myself, I'm a concept, the concept of more. The concept of life. I thirst, I lust, I yearn. I crave adventure with every cell of my body, for it is all I know. And this adventure that constantly beckons out, it calls my name. It calls my name constantly. It calls my name for one reason alone. I have its number. I exchanged numbers with life. I want you to sit on that. We'll come back to it. I want you to, have you exchanged numbers with life? You can only answer the calls that you gave your number to. You can only answer the calls of who calls you. And if you don't have a phone, how can they call you? I'll give an example. I have emergency baby oil. I've been carrying around emergency baby oil since September 1st of 2025. It's March 3rd now. I've been carrying around emergency baby oil on my character for every single day. Everything in some compartment, in one of my pockets, in one of my pants, in one of my jacket. I carry around with me on my character. Anytime someone talk, I just whip it out. I have it. And everyone said, what are you using emergency baby oil for? Why do you have emergency baby oil? Are you Diddy? Look, I have a lot of nicknames. They call me the Mexican man. They call me Senor Santa, Sailor Santa. They call me bootleg cop. They call me the legendary throat. They call me the Diddy Diddler. They call me the Diddy Diddler. Do you know the gravity? Do you know the significance that holds? Bro, but I carry around this emergency baby oil every single day. And I do it for two reasons. One, as a testament to my choice of chia. I had the baby oil before I had the chia, but I chose. It's that baby. I practice what I preach, and I practice in private. The person you practice in private, the person you are in private is who you are in public. So if I could commit and I could choose. If I can choose, and I can make my own free will, and I could do something unrequired. If I can choose to carry around emergency baby, doesn't that mean I could choose anything? Doesn't that mean I could be any person I want? It doesn't mean I can, but doesn't it mean that I can reach? Doesn't that mean I can always go in any direction I want? What does it mean to carry around emergency baby oil? What emergency in my 22 years of life? And my sister said this she said in 22 years I've never seen you ever need emergency baby oil. And I told her, well, that's because I've never had emergency baby oil, so I've never been able to use it. You can only be prepared enough. You can only do what you dream. You can only do what you dream. You can only do what you think, what you believe, what you imagine, what you envision. You can only think what you believe. I love that. I love dreaming. I love dreaming. I wouldn't want it any other way. You know how fun it is to dream? You know what dreaming's done for me? Dreaming has turned a boy that was scared. I got my hair shaved bald. I went to the barber. This was when I was in high school. It's grade 10. Yeah, grade 10. Grade 10. Summer grade 10. So basically grade 10 going into 11. I was getting a haircut. My sister took me. I was growing my hair out. My mom said, "Steel wool." She put her hand in my hair. She said, "Steel wool. Steel wool." And I didn't, I'm going to be honest, I didn't know what I was fully doing. It was steel wool. It was tough. It was rough. It was Scotch-Brite. It was not. It wasn't in the right track, but what it was on the right track was my freedom. It's what it signified. Everything signifies something. Everything has meaning. Everything has meaning. Everything has meaning. Everything, and when everything has meaning, then there's stakes. What do those stakes mean to you? What do those stakes mean to you? And she said steel wool. I went to the barber shop with my sister. We went to the guy, never been, and I told him, no, just give me a line up. Don't even touch nothing on the top. Don't really. I just want to shape up. He starts shaving me. I'm texting my sister. I can't even speak for myself. I'm texting my sister, and she's in the chair behind me. She's just waiting over there, and I'm texting her. What's he doing? Because I don't think this is just a shape up. It kind of feel like he's shaving my head a little bit, like he's going a bit low. I'm like, tell him to stop. And she's like, it looks like he's kind of going low. I'm like, tell him to stop. And she's like, you're right there. And my sister, God bless her, she God bless her soul. That wasn't her specialty. Her specialty is not talking to people. Her specialty, she got a bit of social anxiety, especially back in the day then. So that she was like, she's like, you tell him. And I, even though I'm in the chair, and I should. It's my hair. This was my independence. This was the hair that I fought for, because all my life my hair was shaved bald. I was a bald boy. And this was my independence. It was being taken away. But I didn't have a voice. Could you believe that? Could you believe that I didn't have a voice for myself? I was too timid. I was cowardly. I was cowardly. I watched my independence stripped from my hands while I begged another to claim it. I begged another to claim this independence I have fought for myself. Once you fight this battle, once you fight a battle and you win, that's not the end of the story. Because now that you have won, will you lose again? Will you lose the next time? Did you fight? Did you fight for something? And if you won that something, who's to say someone else won't fight you for that something? In war, there are no victors because the victors now have to continue to fight. And the losers, they have lost it all. So who wins in war? Those who lose nothing win. Those who choose what others do, those who look, I sacrificed my left arm for evil. Miras. I sacrificed my left arm for evil to obtain a power beyond this world. I sound crazy. Do you know how insane I sound when I tell people I sacrificed my left arm for evil? Do you understand? I don't know if you do. Actually, you do because you are the listener. You're listening to me like, what is Trey talking about? Atreyu? Excuse me? Brother man? Huh? Yo, I must sacrifice my left arm for evil in a sense that you cannot get. When you want to be, when you want an A, when you want a B, when you want a C, you can't aim for when you want that C, you can't aim for a C. You have to aim for a B, and if you aim for a B, you aim for an A. So if you fail, if you're just short, just like short Kevin, if you're just short, you don't get that A, but you get a B. And if you barely get the B, you still get the C. And the C is really what you needed the entire time, but you just shot for the A. So when I say to be a person that can change this world, I have to be bigger than the world. To be the person that could accomplish the dreams that I have set forth that plague my existence. Because I dream so large. I dream of adventure. The type of adventure that can never be obtained by normal means. So in every skill I practice, social, physical, rhetorical, I never know what's next, so I must prepare. And if you don't know what's next, and if you prepare for the fun, should the preparation not be fun in itself? You can only do what you want to do. I knew I wanted to do electrical engineering. I knew I wanted my degree. So even though I didn't want to study, even though I don't like to study, I studied. And what do? I had to do it my way. So I made it fun. I'm watching the lectures, I'm watching the videos, and I'm saying, oh, that's an interesting concept. You got Ohm's law, then you got Faraday, and you got the electromagnetic induction, and you got coils and solenoids, and you got pulse width modulation. So you turn in the DC, you turn in this DC current, which is direct current, into alternating current, and you're alternating this current. You're mimicking the sine wave of a alternating AC. Alternating AC with a DC by changing the pulse, by pulsing up down, bit there, and you're getting a sine wave, and you do a negative here. Then you got half bridge, full bridge rectifiers. You got your DC, your AC to DC. And even though I didn't like all of this, I didn't need all of this. I know I didn't need it. I know what I wanted. I know what I dreamed. I know what I wanted to reach for, the man that I could be. And I want to be him so badly, because I know it's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. It's not a matter of if, it's a matter of when. I have no doubt in my mind that I will make it there. It's just a matter of how long, so I must work for it. Because if I dilly-dally, I can dilly-dally. Oh, don't worry. I dilly-dally on occasion. Most definitely. Most definitely. But the thing with dilly-dallying is, how long can you want your greatness? How long will you wait for your future to come to you before you start taking a couple steps? You'll take a break, but how long can you wait when you know it's not a matter of if, but a matter of when? So when you know it's when, why would you wait? Acting like it's an if. Look, I must sacrifice my left arm for evil. I'm halfway done. I'm halfway through my sacrifice. And I feel my power growing every single day. Every single day I dream a bit more. I do a little bit more. I use my Bird app. I got my Bird app. It's glorified notifications. It's glorified note-taking reminder app. But it's fun. That fun of I uploaded my episode. I did my promotion. I did my homework. I went to school. I made my bed. I started making my bed. In high school, I never made my bed once. I never made my bed ever. I'd make it very seldom, but not before I go to school. I'm not doing that. And I didn't make it when I came back either. I didn't make my bed. One day I started to make my bed. One day when I had work, I started to make my bed. I made it just because I could. One day I said, let me try to make my bed. Let me do something. 'Cause I like seeing the bed made. That's nice. That's cool. I realized I like that. I didn't even know I liked that. But I just wanted to try. Because I've never done this ever, but if I can do it now and I could keep doing it, does that mean I could do anything? All it takes is a thought, an idea, a start, a concept, a dream. Maybe even a disillusion. Look. I dream and I dream. I want to live this life that we have been blessed with. In a world of curiosity, fascinations, and technology. In a world so modern but yet advanced and primitive. At any time you're born is the best time. There's always something for you. I lust for adventure, and the adventure that I speak of, the adventure that torments my heart and frankly keeps me up at night. It's not much. It's a smile. It's a smile. It's an outlandish smile. A smile on someone else's face, a smile on my face. I never did this before. That's an interesting there. There's so much life to be had. When I say adventure, I don't need to go kayaking through the Poconos, and I want to. Don't get me wrong, I want to, I probably will. And I will. I said probably, but I will. I will. I'll go to the Poconos. I'll go to the Poconos one day. It's a matter of when, not if. I'll go to the Poconos. And then I'll do my pod in the Poconos. Shit, maybe I'll do that for episode 506. But look, when I tell you, I dream to dream. I dream of a life. I dream of a person I could be. I dream to dream every day. Complacency is the enemy. I don't want to be comfortable. When I'm comfortable, when I'm complacent, I'm static. I never want to be static. I always want to be on the move. I don't want to be comfortable. I don't want to be comfortable because I know that I can't afford it. I can't afford to be comfortable. There's too much I need to do. There's too much I must do. There's too much necessary that I want to do. It's just it's just a lot. It gets there. It's tiring. It's trying, but I try. And I try and I try and I know, and I've gotten to a point where now I can tell myself I must. I practice purposeful speech. I got the same 24 hours as anyone else, and I practice purposeful speech. So I could try to convince myself I don't want to strip any of my power away. In a world such as this, it's so easy to relinquish your power, have it be taken, stripped away from you. Is that Charles? Did he just get back? He just came back from... No way. No way. This man just came back. Bitch, nigga. Ew. But about to catch up with Charles. He just came back from Manitoba. In a world as disjointed as this, I say I know what I must do. In a world where the profit has been is imperative, where it's the most, and where it's taken and it's over human life. You have big pharma, you have these companies that oh. Yo. No, I just came back.
Right now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm recording an episode of my podcast.
Are you doing podcast?
Yeah, I podcast.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on this episode 7.
Shit, where?
I'm on Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music.
Send me the username.
It's a Treyu's Adventures. I'll send it to you. All right. Yeah, it's in my bio.
I just came back today, man.
I know. I literally just said all the. I'm like, did Charles just come back today?
Yeah.
He just came back right now.
Man, I was sleeping, man.
And you're in Manitoba? No, Montreal.
Montreal.
Yeah.
Crazy, bro.
But yeah, shit. We'll talk about it. You about to go to bed?
Yeah, I'm so
You just drive back, yeah. Yeah, shit.
I'll link you through tomorrow.
Of course.
All right, man.
All right, peace.
Peace,
love. But yeah, you just meet people. You just meet people and you try a thing. You just walk through life and you try. If you're gonna do it, you might as well try a little bit. And if you're gonna try a little bit, you might as well try a lot. Because when you try a little bit, sometimes you get bored. You get bored not trying. When your soul isn't in it, when your whole heart isn't enthralled. It's a beautiful thing. The attempt of a life. There's a difference between existing and living. Are you living or are you existing? In a world disconnected, where now instead of asking your neighbor for a bit of sugar, they say, oh, let me just go on Uber Eats, let me go on Instacart. Because the companies are profiting. They profit off of our segregation, off of our loneliness. They profit off of this divide. This divide that they've cultivated, that they've made, that they've pushed. This gender war, race war, this disconnect, this struggle that's just you. People isolate themselves They isolate themselves, and they also villainize and demonize themselves for being human. It's everyone's first time on this earth. It's everyone's first time in this life on this earth. Even if you believe in reincarnation, your life, this life right here that you live, that you use to listen to this audio, this right here is your first time in this body. So it's your first time. You can't get everything perfect, but you can try. You can try to be good. You can try to go in the right direction, and every time it pays off. In a world disconnected, I know we're so together, and now they have on Instagram they have auto dubbed, so it'll translate like English to Spanish, Spanish to English, and it'll even do the voice with AI, and that's crazy and all that. And then I saw YouTube do it. Okay, all right, that's wild. That's okay. So and in very soon, in probably a year, less than a year, and then refined, like let's say a year and a half, language isn't a barrier. 2 years, language isn't a barrier anymore. We're gonna be seeing content from every side of the world, because it's gonna be translated. It's gonna connect us all, right? In a world so connected, you don't even ask your neighbor for sugar. You take on a financial burden instead. For what? Is that not the adventure of life calling? The adventure of life calls and you decline. You can only answer if you have a phone. You can only answer if you're willing. There was my neighbor 2 days ago asked, "Oh, Trey, do you have a cigarette?" I said, "No, I don't smoke. I don't have." And she said, oh no. And she's so sad. I'm like, "It's okay." And she pouted and she said, "I needed it today. Today was a tough day." I said, "That's a shame. I just went out with Savoy and Jimmy. We got food at Grilly's. Went ahead, bing, 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 bing. We're coming back. We're at a red light." And I saw it. If you listen close enough, if you hear, if you watch, you could hear the universe. And the universe called. And the universe, what did it show me at this red light? At the bus stop to my right. As clear as day. As clear as the flash on your phone when you wake up in the middle of the night and it's on full brightness, it's on max, and it go flashbang you and say, "Fuck!" As clear as it could be, as bright. I see this man open a fresh box of cigarettes. He opens this box and it's so fresh, he took the wrapper off and he threw it in the wind. And it glistened and it shined. I said, he definitely has one. He definitely. So what do? I said, I have to answer. I take my megaphone from my back seat. It's a boy Jimmy both in the car, and I turn my megaphone on and I'm pointing at this guy and I say, Sir, can I trouble you? Can I heckle you for one cigarette? Let me get one cigarette, please." He smiled, big grin, and he said, yes, because that, you know what that was? That was both of us accepting our call to adventure. That was the human experience. That was the beauty of the human experience right there incarnate. Right there. With a smile. He knew there was something only he can do. It was his time. It was his time to step on stage. We are all a part of this beautiful world. It's what you make of it. It's what you make of it. Look, I must sacrifice my left arm for evil to obtain a power greater than myself. If I want to change the world, I must become bigger than the world. I said this the other day in at work. I'm telling Phil, I said, I have to, I know by any means necessary. By any means necessary. My life, I am a martyr. I am a martyr for the cause. And Savoy chimed. He giggled. He was like, I thought I was like, you like that one, eh? I'm a martyr. I'm a martyr for Chia. You like that one? 5 minutes later, we're talking about. I was like, I remember that joke. I said, you like that one? He said, yeah, but it was me low key laughing at you because you said mortar. It's martyr. I said, oh, you're right. They're not the same word. It's martyr. I'm a martyr. And I'm giggling. I'm like, that's funny to me. That also reminded me of the Rick and Morty joke with Rick. And, oh, I never take life for granted. And Morty's like, granted? It's granted. Bro, Ed, the more you reach, the more you get. What I'm doing here, all I'm trying to do is imbue the soul that I have and the lessons that I've learned into you. It's on you to listen. It's on you to accept them. The more you reach, the more you get. I practice purposeful speech. I got the same 24 hours. And today I was productive. Today I was very productive. I thank the universe. I thank the Lord. I thank existence. I thank the chance, the probability. I thank the opportunity. The opportunity of another day to be better than the person I was yesterday and to try a little bit more and tell another story. I must sacrifice my left arm for evil by any means necessary. This life, it's a blessing and it's a curse. But when you look at more of your blessings and the curses, you get there. You get good enough. Shit. As I said, life is sweet as you want it. And damn, I'm about to catch diabetes with my greedy fucking self. Thank you for listening. This has been another episode of the pod. This has been Atreyu's Adventures. It's actually about to. Right now I'm at 58 minutes. I have to talk for another 2. This is gonna be my first hour-long episode. I want to take a minute to thank myself and thank you all for joining in. Thank you for listening to what I have to say. I'm just a guy with the same 24 hours. I'm just a guy who likes to talk. I'm a guy who watches too much anime and likes to dream. I thank you. I thank you for tuning in. I thank you for choosing me. I thank you for the opportunity to touch one more heart. Just even by a little. The opportunity. It's not a guarantee, but the opportunity. I am a man with unbelievable pride. I have pride. I am so prideful. I'm prideful of the work that I do, and I'm prideful of the soul that I have. My pride, it humbles me because it brings with it humility. Humility when you can't step up to the occasion. When the task is larger than yourself, that pride. The pride's a good thing to have, because when you have that pride and you have this ego, the ego, first of all, the death of the ego. Once you have the death of the ego, life becomes sweeter. All I'm trying to do is get everyone to that point where they could catch diabetes. I want you to catch diabetes with me. Please. Please. Reach nirvana and obtain bliss. Thank you for the opportunity, guys. Thank you for the opportunity. The chance of more. New episodes daily. A full week, a whole week of uploads, first week. Now, every day I will try. This is my attempt. This is my video journal. This is my attempt. This is my resolve. This is my resolve at reaching for more every day. I will reach for more wholeheartedly every chance I get. I'm greedy. This isn't the greed that they talk about in the Bible, because I've invented new levels. Look, I've sacrificed my arm for greed. I've sacrificed my arm for greed so I can indulge in more, so I can reach for more, so I can have everyone touch more. Sometimes a lot of people don't want to reach. But I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna be so frank. I'm Franklin. I'm gonna reach for everything, and when I have it all, I'm gonna give it to you. I'm gonna let you touch. You don't even have to reach. I've touched it for you. People tell me sometimes, they say, "Oh, Trey, I really like your character. I want to be more like you. I want to be like you. You're so cool. You're the coolest person." Let me stop you there, champ. I don't believe that people want to be like me. You know what I believe? What I know? What I've concluded? What I believe. You don't want to be like me. What you want to be is as free as me. What you want to be is as comfortable in your own skin as me. What you like about me is that I'm me, and you can see that I'm me. So you want to be you. And I love that you want to be you. Use me as an example. Sure. But know that I'm not the one you reach for. I'm not your example. I'm your base point. I'm a reference. What makes him different? What makes him more him? How does he do it? Use me as a reference so you can build yourself up. I told you I'm a dream. When I imagine myself, I am the concept of more. I'm the thoughts that you have in the day. The thoughts that keep you up. You walk into a store, you look at a security guard and say, what if I was that security guard? What if I was stopping criminals? I put on the security guard uniform and I donned the mantle. I put on that fucking cape and cowl. And you know why? It's the dream. It's the dream of more. Yo, every time you dream, if you don't get it, you don't have to win every time. You just have to dream for more. You just have to dream for more. Bro, you gotta keep dreaming. A man that's a concept. A man that's a dream. Yo, I say, before anything can come into this reality, it must be imaginary. So when I come into this reality and I'm a thought, and I'm this dream, I'm an idea. When I come into this reality, what I know that anything that I've thought previously can go on. Anything can go. Anything can go, laddie. Just a wee bit more. Just a wee bit more. It can go and go and go. So I'll reach and I'll dream for the stars and the sky and the moon and the sun. The whole Milky Way, I'll take it. I'll take the whole Milky Way galaxy and I'll make a new one. I sacrifice my left arm for evil. I sacrifice because this sacrifice, what it signifies to me, what it signifies, what it tells me. I have a cause, I'm committed, I have a chance, an opportunity, a lesson that I can learn. I sacrifice my left arm for evil to acquire more power, to obtain a power unbeknownst to man. What do you want me to do with that? What do you want? What do you want? What do you expect from me? I said I sacrificed my left arm for evil. What does that mean? What does that entail to you? I hear it and it sounds so ridiculous. You gotta blame anime, bro. I've watched too much anime. I watched too much anime, but that's okay. Because it let me dream. That's Atreyu's Adventures. Tune back in for another episode. And when I a lot of people they don't give thanks. They only pray for more. They only say, oh, I need help. God, can you help me pass the test? I need the job. I need this interview. I need some food. But when it comes down to it and they do and it happens, where's the thanks? Where's the grace, the gratitude? So I make sure to give my grace and I say thank the heavens, thank the hell, and thank everything in between. I'm grateful for every part of this life. And I wouldn't want it any other way.